Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The rise of Rhea Ripley and her potential WWE faction. Exploring the possibility of a new female WWE star joining forces with Damian and Jey Uso. Rhea Ripley has emerged as one of the most dominant forces in WWE's women's division, a star whose presence is as intimidating as her in-ring ability is impressive. As the reigning WWE Women's World Champion, Ripley has already established herself as a major player within WWE. However, the landscape of WWE is constantly evolving, and Ripley, like many other top stars, could be looking to expand her influence beyond her individual success. One way to achieve this is by forming or leading a faction, and with her established ties to Damian, combined with the potential involvement of Jey Uso, the wrestling world is buzzing with speculation about who might join this powerhouse group. But what if Ripley were to add another female WWE star into the mix? The possibilities are endless, and the addition of another strong female competitor could significantly elevate the faction. Ripley's rise to stardom has been meteoric since her debut in WWE. Known for her gothic, no-nonsense persona, Ripley commands attention both inside and outside the ring. Currently aligned with the Judgment Day, a faction led by Finn Balor, and including Damian, Ripley has already been a key figure within a stable, showcasing her ability to thrive in group dynamics. The Judgment Day has been a dominant force in WWE, but as with all factions, there is always the potential for change, expansion, or even the formation of splinter groups. With Rhea's star power continuing to grow, it wouldn't be surprising if WWE decided to center a faction around her, especially as she continues to cement her legacy as one of the top female stars in the company. Her chemistry with Damian, another member of the Judgment Day, is already well documented, and the recent storyline developments involving Jey Uso have sparked even more speculation about a new super faction taking shape. Adding another female competitor would not only diversify the group, but also further establish Rhea as a leader capable of elevating those around her. Damian has been another key player in the Judgment Day, and his connection with Rhea Ripley is built on shared values of dominance, rebellion, and aggression. Who has a dark, brooding persona that aligns well with Ripley's own aesthetic, would make for a perfect second-in-command or co-leader in any faction helmed by Ripley. Jey Uso, on the other hand, brings a different dynamic. As a member of the legendary Anoa'i family and one half of one of the greatest tag teams in WWE history, the Usos, Jey brings star power, in-ring experience, and a deep connection to WWE's biggest storylines. His recent shift in character, as well as his current storyline involving Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, has made him one of the most intriguing characters on the roster. Aligning with Rhea and would give Jey the opportunity to further distance himself from the Bloodline, while forming new allegiances that could carry WWE into its next era of faction warfare. The chemistry between and Jey Uso could make for an explosive alliance, and with Rhea Ripley at the helm, this group could become one of the most dominant forces in WWE. The WWE Women's Division has been thriving in recent years, with stars like Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Mona, and Bayley leading the charge in creating historic moments. However, Rhea Ripley stands apart as a unique force within the division. Her physicality, presence, and charisma give her an edge that few can match, and adding another female star to her potential faction would elevate both Ripley and the women's division as a whole. But who could that female star be? Several names come to mind when speculating about which WWE woman could join Ripley, and Jey Uso. The addition of another female competitor would not only add diversity to the group, but also showcased WWE's commitment to continuing to push its women's division to new heights. Let's explore a few possible candidates. Raquel Rodriguez, formerly Raquel Gonzalez, is a powerhouse in her own right. Her size and strength make her a natural rival for Rhea Ripley, but they also share certain similarities that could make them a formidable team. Rodriguez, who has had a solid run in WWE, has yet to fully break out as a top singles competitor. Aligning with Ripley's faction could give her the spotlight she needs to ascend to the next level. Rodriguez and Ripley have already shared the ring several times, showcasing their chemistry and potential as either allies or adversaries. If they were to team up, they would create a physically dominant duo, and Rodriguez's power would add another layer to the group's strength. Shayna Baszler is one of the most dangerous competitors in WWE's women's division, known for her MMA background and submission prowess. Baszler, much like Ripley, operates with a ruthless mentality, and her experience in dominating her opponents could mesh well with the group's ethos of aggression and destruction. Baszler has been somewhat underutilized since her initial dominant run in NXT, but a role in Ripley's faction could reignite her career. Her presence would bring a more technical, ground-and-pound style to the group, contrasting with Ripley's brute strength and Priest's high-impact offense. Tegan Nox is another intriguing possibility. While Nox hasn't had the same level of exposure as some of her peers, she has a loyal fan base and untapped potential. Nox's underdog story, combined with her incredible resilience in overcoming multiple knee injuries, could make her a valuable asset in Ripley's faction. By joining a group led by Ripley, Nox could embrace a darker, more rebellious persona, stepping away from the traditional babyface role she has often played. This shift could be what she needs to break out as a top star in WWE's women's division. Shotzi is another name that could be considered for Ripley's faction. Known for her edgy look, fearless in-ring style, and wild personality, Shotzi already has a persona that aligns well with the rebellious, counterculture vibe of Ripley and Priest. Her unpredictable nature and willingness to take risks would add a chaotic energy to the group, making them even more dangerous and unpredictable. Shotzi's addition would also provide a stark contrast to the more controlled aggression of Ripley and Priest, creating an interesting dynamic within the group. If Ripley were to lead a faction that includes another female WWE star, it would mark a significant moment in WWE history. While WWE has had stables and factions that included women, such as Evolution with Chyna and the Hurt Business with MVP, having a faction led by a woman, with a mix of male and female stars, would be groundbreaking. Ripley has the presence and the talent to be a trailblazer in this regard. This faction could dominate across both the men's and women's divisions, with Ripley leading the charge in the women's title scene, and her male counterparts targeting tag team and mid-card titles. This level of dominance would elevate everyone involved, and the group could create unforgettable moments in WWE's ongoing stories. Rhea Ripley is already a dominant force in WWE, but her potential as a faction leader could take her career to new heights. By adding another female WWE star to her alliance with Damian Priest and Jey Uso, Ripley could solidify her legacy as one of the most influential figures in modern WWE. Whether it's Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Tegan Nox, or Shotzi, the addition of a strong, talented female competitor would diversify the faction and create a new era of dominance for Ripley and her crew. The WWE Universe would be in for an exciting ride as Ripley's faction rises to the top.